Well, hey everybody, welcome to Within Spirit Tarot. I'm here to do your past life, who you were in a past life reading. Um, we have the numbers labeled 1 through 5 here. Um, don't forget, of course, before we get started, to like, subscribe, and share. Especially if you're new, click the notification bell so that you can get notified every time I'm live or post very important readings for you. I do offer personal readings, pendulum readings, and Reiki healings. Just check out the description box below. I do also hand pour my own candles for you guys to manifest with. If you want to check those out in the description box below through eBay app. Now, let's get started. We're going to ask Spirit, we're going to close our eyes and ask Spirit, what number associates me to my past life? What important message do I need to know about my past life that connects to this past life? So you're going to close your eyes and ask the number, and then when you have the number, that will be the number or numbers, because you can pick more than one, that will associate you to your reading. So I'm going to give you guys a few minutes to make a decision, and then we're going to get started. Okay, now if you are confident with your decision, I'd like you to sit back and just listen to the messages and let me know in the description box or comment section. Not the description box, the comment section. Do let me know what resonated with you. Okay, so we're going to get started. So, group number 1, if you've chosen group number 1, this is your life path. This is like new beginnings, brand new starts, okay? So group number 1, your death was starvation or dehydration. So maybe you came from a time frame. Let me look at the time frame for you first. Your location is Asia. Your lesson is prophecy and gifts. Time frame, pre-Columbian Americas. Identity, you were a grandchild to somebody. Your love was, you were either deceived by love or betrayed by someone you love. Your faith, forced conversion. Your trauma is a guilty conscience. So you felt guilty about something. So your death had to do with starvation and dehydration. Maybe Asia was one of those like poor countries. So during this time period, it was hard, especially even if you were like somebody who just traveled a lot too. You know, dehydration and starvation came to a lot of people, especially if you weren't like high status. Your lesson though was prophecy and gifts. Maybe you were somebody who was starved or deprived of food because of the gifts that you had. Like, they didn't look highly upon the gifts that you had. But you were betrayed. Maybe the person that betrayed you, starved you, deprived you of eating or drinking. Okay. So that's what we got. I feel like this lifetime wants you to maybe focus more on, your gifts. If you got a gift of some sort, maybe this lifetime you're learning or able to eat and drink, and learning not to feel so like guilty for for things in your life and just learning to go with the punches, the changes. But that is group number 1, you guys. So this, like, brand new start, brand new beginnings. Okay. Now for group number 2. Choices, balancing things out. Alright, so yours looks different. You have greed, corruption, indulgence, ignorance. I feel like you're less in this lifetime. Ooh, you came from the fall of civilization. Period. So when civilization was falling apart back then, maybe this led you to be like a greedy person. Maybe this lifetime you're learning that, or you could have dealt with corrupt people, and for some of you indulged too much or was just too ignorant about things. I feel like these are your lessons to not do these things in this lifetime. Alright, so that's what we got for you, group number 2. I know group 2 was short because it didn't really have a lot of information. We have number 3, third party situations, 3 people, groups of, just groups. We have the oppression, so social, religious, oppressor, domestic. This girl has her mouth either taped shut or something here, but I feel like this was a time frame where you really couldn't speak your truth about something. That is definitely what I'm getting, okay? I feel like your lesson is to learn peace, because you lost a lot of peace through this time period. Oh, your faith was secret, guys. So whoever belongs to this group, your faith was like something secretive, like people didn't know what your faith was. Your death was just old age, but you were like from the late Middle Ages here. Your identity was a father. Location, India. You couldn't speak your truth, and I feel like it had a lot to do with religion. People keeping you quiet here. There were groups of people or third-party situations that stopped a lot of people from speaking. I don't feel like we had a lot of freedom of speech at that point of time. So that's definitely what we got for that. Okay, now group 4. Growth, transformations. Okay, we definitely have the romance. Something had to do with romance, like true love, star-crossed love, unrequited love, love of convenience. So your time frame was like America's Civil War era. Your identity, you were like a friend. So you could have been a friend to somebody who was going through this. Love, companionship, faith, somebody was a part of a cult. Your trauma, psychological or verbal abuse. So you could have been in a very abusive relationship for some of you, going through this at that time. Your death was torture. Location, underground civilization. Alright, so your lesson is passive conformity. Passive conformity. Alright, it's your lesson in this lifetime. In other words, like growing from the situation, not going through this abuse, this trauma, this torture that you went through with love. Maybe you're trying to change your situation. That's what Spirit's wanting you to fix in this lifetime. And alright, now we're going to move on. Group number 5. So you have intellectual, philosopher, scientist, mathematician, and inventor. So you could have like invented things. You were really smart. Like I see books. You could have been very knowledgeable. There's tea on top, so maybe you like to drink tea for some of you in that lifetime. Time frame: Crusades of Inquisition, Your identity, grandparent. Love, affair. Your faith is mystical in that time. Trauma, loss of status or reputation. So some of you lost your status or reputation. Maybe it's because of the knowledge that you had. Your location, Oceania. Your death, hypothermia. So you could have died from, being really, really cold. Maybe the climate you came from. Yeah, Oceania, you were cold. So you probably, passed away due to either environmental factors, not having, enough warm clothing. Your lesson, power. You needed to learn your power in this situation. So what they want you to do in this lifetime, basically, is to learn your power in this lifetime, okay? Don't let, lovers or anything take advantage of you. Learn your power in a situation so you don't lose your reputation this lifetime, because that definitely can happen, okay? And the number 5 might be significant, so you can check out what the number 5 was for you for your past life read. So that's what Spirit wanted you to know for this week. If you do resonate, let me know in the comments section. If not, come back next week for more cards. I'm trying to do these on a weekly basis for you at least once, so that somebody here can get a chance to see what they need to do this lifetime. Alright, so with that being said, I'll see you guys on the next read. Peace, love, light, many blessings, and namaste. Bye bye for now.